Our next speaker is Ross Kochman, a teacher at the Marshall, or to speak on the Marshall, excuse me.
Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Ross Kochman. I'm a sixth grade teacher at the Harbor School in Fields Corner. I'd like to echo the thoughts of or the words of the people who spoke before me about the high school. I think that's very important. But I'm also right down the street from the Marshall, and I drive by their school every day around 6:30 in the morning on my way in from Jamaica Plain, and I'm extremely concerned about the Marshall becoming an unlocking potential school. However, I'm not concerned just because it is a charter school. As you may know, my school has a strong relationship with the Neighborhood House Charter School, and I really appreciate this relationship, and I think that that is a wonderful school in Boston. So I'm not coming at this from an anti-charter standpoint, not in the least. I'm coming at this from a student standpoint. I'm really concerned about what is going to happen to the students at the Marshall and those from outside the Marshall that will attend an unlocking potential school. I've heard that they have pushed out, kicked out, or coached out more than 30 children from Up Academy last year. That is at least 30 children they have traumatized by forcing them to switch schools during the school year. And who knows what other traumatizing, self-esteem destroying things they have said to those children and their families in the process. I have heard they suspended students for touching their face during class. I have heard they have one of the highest suspension rates for middle schools in Boston. Of course, it is impossible for me to visit the school or obtain any official records in order to verify these claims, but they are so haunting that I believe they should be investigated. Before you vote next week, I feel you must investigate these claims, and I'm curious, just by a show of hands, if any of you have visited Up Academy aside from the superintendent, just by anybody has visited.
We're not supposed to respond.
Just, yeah, I don't need a response, just by show of hands. I haven't visited either, so I don't blame you. I'm extremely busy. We're all very extremely busy. But please, I beg of you, take some time to visit the school before you vote on November 7th. At least 3 times, because one visit, I wouldn't want anybody to just visit my school once. I don't think one visit is fair. But at least 3 times, unannounced if possible, and do your own research. I feel that it is your duty to do this and to do an investigation so that you can vote with a clear heart. How can you make an informed decision about expansion if you haven't been to Up Academy?
30
if
seconds.
you haven't checked out their facts and figures for yourself? This is about children, not politics, so please visit the school before you decide how to vote. And lastly, when I teach, I like to conduct informal assessments in my classroom and take time to check for understanding. Some teachers call this dipsticking. I often use one that's thumbs up if you understand what's going on, thumbs in the middle if you're sort of sure, or thumbs down if you need some more time. So please entertain the teacher in me and give me a thumbs up in the middle or thumbs down if you plan on trying to visit Up Academy before you vote on November 2nd.
Thank you.